Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Glaire Cartago, and as you've seen on the title, I will be answering, the title is right over here. I will be answering some of your questions regarding my full-time job here in Canada. So a few weeks back, I asked you guys to ask me some work-related questions. So today I will be answering some of the questions like how I got my job, what am I doing right now, where am I currently, and what are my future plans. So let's begin. So if this is your first time here in my channel, a little bit background about myself. I used to be an international student here in Canada, specifically at Vancouver, BC. So I took post-degree diploma in accounting at Glaire College. So I started out my journey here as an international student back in 2018, and last year, 2020, I was able to graduate for my diploma program. And currently I'm on my PGWP. I actually got 3 years PGWP and I'm currently on my first year of it. So yeah, without further ado, let's begin. So the first question that I always get is how to apply for PGWP. So if you guys don't know what PGWP is, it's basically a permit or work permit that you guys can get after your studies here in Canada. So you can get it for maximum of 3 years. I actually made a video on that, on how to apply and how to fill out your form. So please do check that out if you guys haven't. I will be linking that on the description box below. So where are you working now, ate? I'm currently working at a small company here at Vancouver, BC. So what I do is I'm an accountant for the company. I do the books for them. They own this businesses all over the province. So I am responsible for things like financial statements at the end of the month, financial year ends for the company as well, government filings such as GST or the taxes, PST, HCWCB, all that kind of stuff. So that's what I do. And also, since I'm the only one currently working at the company, I also do some administration stuff where I communicate with the vendors through emails, or sometimes I do call them, or whichever is possible way to communicate with them. Yeah, so basically that's my job. I've been with the company for 2 years. This is my first accounting job, which is actually related to what I studied here in Canada and also back to my home country. So yeah. Next question, when did you find a job that's aligned with your course or your program? So actually, if you guys have been following my journey here in Canada, this is not my first job here in Canada. So I started out as a restaurant clerk at Save On Foods. It's a really big supermarket. There's a restaurant inside as well. So that's where I was working before. I was actually doing this all around thing, like making the pizza, making sushi, working at the cashier. And so I really learned a lot, and especially since I didn't know how to cook in the first place, so it was a really good experience. Yeah. Next question, how did you find your job? So this is a very interesting story for me because I actually found this job through my previous job. So I was working at Save On that time, right? I had this coworker that found another job at that time. We were still seeing each other, and there was this one time where she asked me if I'm interested with an accounting job, like a part-time accounting job, because her boss is actually looking for someone. So I said, yes, please. So that's the story of how I got my job. Basically, I got it through a referral from my coworker. It's been great ever since. So for the next question, how easy or how hard it is to actually find a job without a connection? It isn't really impossible to find a job that's related to your program or to your career before, but the only thing that I would have to say is that you have to really consistently look for it. I have a story to tell. I have other 2 friends that are the same program as me before. So when we were students, they really wanted to find this part-time accounting job or even a bookkeeping job. So they were actively looking through Indeed, I think. And so one of them got a part-time job eventually. The other one also found an accounting job. So yeah, that's my tip, is to actively look for a job. For the next question, did you get to choose your shift like in the Philippines? The answer is yes and no. So I was the one who chose my shift, 7:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. But usually the common office hours here in Canada is 9 to 5. So 40 hours per week, and that's how it is here in Canada. But if you're working for a part-time job, usually if you're a student working at the minimum job, so the employers or your manager will base on your availability. For example, if you have a class on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, definitely you won't be getting those days for your work. They will always have to ask you, so that's how they will base your work schedule if you're working on a part-time basis. Are you taking CPA PEP? So for accountants or for non-accountants, CPA PEP is a program like a kind of like a master degree program for accountants wanting to have a CPA designation here in Canada. So basically, I don't see myself taking it very soon, probably after next year or maybe soon. I feel like for me it's a really big commitment to take, because I have to think about my full-time job plus studying for CPA. Also, it is quite expensive, although there are companies that will reimburse you for the cost, but if you fail the examination, they will not reimburse you. So it's really a lot to think about for me, especially if I really wanted to be a CPA in the long term. But yeah, definitely it's something that I still am thinking about. I'm not closing my doors to it, because I kind of like see myself being an auditor, I guess, or being in this field, but not 100% yet. So let's see. And speaking of accounting, I will be making a lot more accounting related informational vlogs in this channel. So if you guys are interested, please make sure to hit that bell button for you guys to stay updated, and follow my Instagram at Glaire Cartago. So let's move on. So nagka-cost job ka ba? Are you working under the table here in Canada, or have you ever worked? The answer is no, I have never worked under the table here in Canada. If you think about it, is it really worth it working a cash job and then risking your status here in Canada? So no, I've never done that. Can you give us an office tour? Definitely yes. But if you guys haven't seen, I've actually uploaded a move-in vlog. It's like my first day at my office. Definitely someday I will make a whole video about like how my whole office looks like, really. So if you guys haven't seen that video, please watch it. Yeah, the view is really breathtaking. So that's all I have to say about it. So helpful po ba ang volunteer to gain Canadian experience? Definitely that's a big yes. So how it goes here in Canada is usually the employers, they look at your Canadian experience, and so volunteering, even at a small company, helps your resume or your paper looks really good on them. It's a good way to build connection as well. So the people that you will meet on your volunteer experience could be the people that could help you land a job, or like could refer you to someone who knows who's looking for a job. So it's a really great experience, or a really great way to build your Canadian experience. If I were you, do a lot of volunteering jobs, especially while you're still a student here in Canada. Okay, so for the last question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? The only thing that I think about whenever I think something ahead is like, obviously I'd still be here in Canada. I really love the opportunities here in Canada, and I see myself maybe spending my time with my family here. Hopefully I'll be able to sponsor them, especially my mom, also my baby sister. Maybe 3 to 4 years from now, maybe they will be here with me, and you guys will be seeing them on my video left and right. But yeah, that's the one thing that I really look forward to. It may seem such a small goal for now, but for me it's like a really big responsibility for me. But yeah, career-wise though, I'm giving myself until next year to think about whether I'm gonna pursue CPA or I'm gonna take a different path. Well, we'll see. A lot of things definitely have happened for the past few years. I was able to graduate with a post-degree diploma in accounting, and I was able to land a full-time job, and I'm just really grateful. But yeah, I'll see you guys on my next one.